is officially here. And if you're wondering what's about to trend, transform, and totally shake things up, you're in the right place. Welcome to Be Zen with Brit. I'm your host, Brit Madrid-Mogensen, and tonight we're looking ahead at what's next. I'm joined by two of my favorite creators who will be spilling the biggest pop culture predictions for 2026 and breaking down the beauty innovations that are about to change the game. Plus, I'm giving you my tips on how to make the most of the year of the fire horse. So stick around because this is a year you do not want to sleep on. Riri, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I am too. I love your social media. Like, you are my news source for all things pop culture. So I am just really excited to hear about what you think is going to happen in 2026. Like, lay it down, spill the tea.
Sure. The first thing that comes to mind is, and call me crazy, but I think Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet might be getting engaged this year. I don't know. I have a good feeling about that.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. Okay, so you think that there is potential for them to get married. Okay, love that. Yes, that tracks.
Yeah. I mean, and I love the way that he's been acknowledging her and thanking her in his acceptance speeches.
Mhm.
There are reports that they are basically living like they're married. And they're so cute together. They're very private, but when we do get to see them together, it's very heartwarming. It's pure. You can tell how much they love each other.
What a good prediction. Okay, love that. What
Yeah.
else do you see for 2026?
I think Zara Larson is having a big moment right now,
Mhm.
and I'm loving it. Her entire rebrand, the dolphins, the brightness, the makeup, everything, the full glam. Bring back the full glam. I'm tired of the clean girl aesthetic. Sorry, don't shoot me, but
Same.
I want the full glam. I want the colors. I want the brightness. And I think Zara Larson is single handedly doing it for us. Like, she's bringing it back.
Yes, I could not agree with you more. And it is giving me life. Like, I am so inspired by her, just like her music. It's so upbeat, so happy. Like, I love the
Mhm.
super bright colors. I love the rhinestones. Totally in line with that, bringing the fun back, energy. And I agree with you. I think we're all ready to embrace some of that. It's like a little bit of an escape. Things have been so
Yeah.
heavy, and I think it's good for us to lighten up a little bit when we can. And yeah, she is bringing it. Are you going to be sporting any of like the eye looks, or like how are you going to be channeling your inner Zara Larson in 2026?
I plan on having a Zara Larson Coachella
Amazing.
experience. Like,
Amazing.
that's my time to really experiment with like fashion and makeup and hair and whatever. And I think that's when I'm gonna sort of experiment. And I still have the rhinestones. Do you remember when Euphoria first came out and they were wearing rhinestones on their eyes? I still have rhinestones from that era. So I'm just gonna
Just
bring
gonna pull
back
them
my
back
rhinestones.
out. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we're just gonna repurpose the rhinestones.
I love it. I mean, and I just did like a closet purge recently. So I think it's good to do that from time to time. But then, you see these trends coming back and it's like, got to hang on to certain things like the rhinestones. I kind of wish I wouldn't have thrown out my Juicy Couture tracksuit. I
Oh,
mean, it's all back.
exactly, and that's my exact problem too. I always try to clean things out, but I'm like, it's gonna come back in style. What if I have a daughter one day? She's gonna want to wear it too.
Right. She might need that Von Dutch t-shirt, It's like, you just don't
Exactly.
know.
Exactly.
It is kind of tickling me though, like the things that are coming back in. Like, there's that nostalgia element, and I am repurchasing a Juicy tracksuit, so I don't care. I'm going to do it the second time around. I think it's still fun. I love it.
And as you should. And I
Right?
agree. I love the juicy tracksuits. They're so cute.
So cute, so comfy. Okay, so
Mhm.
love that. So we're just going to be like enjoying the colorfulness of it all.
Well, let's talk Taylor Swift. I'm a big Swiftie.
Same,
Um,
same.
we know that Taylor allegedly is getting married this year.
Hmm.
Um, But well, there have been rumors that that's on hold for now, but I don't even want to buy into that. She's getting married and they're in love and everything is fine.
Right. And even if there is a postponement for some reason, work or
Right.
whatever, we still
Yeah,
know that it's coming. Yes.
exactly. Because I don't know if you've seen the people have been saying the wedding planning is on hold because Taylor is trying to be supportive to Travis during this time because the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs this year. He's
Mhm.
thinking about retiring. He's stressed out. And
Right.
so many people want to say, well, they must be breaking up. Like, this is it. It's done. I'm like, oh my goodness, can't a girl be supportive of her man? Like, if he's going through a tough time right now, like, it's fine. They can plan the wedding later when they're in a better mood.
Right. The
Anyway, that was
timeline may have shifted. Also, we don't know for a fact yet if he is, like you said, retiring or not. So if he is coming back in the summer, he might be getting ready for training camp and stuff, which would just totally change what they may have originally been planning. Like they might have been
sure.
thinking he was going to be totally done, perfect timing. So yeah, maybe the timeline's moving back a year
Yeah,
or
exactly. And
something.
there's
I don't
nothing wrong
know.
with that. Nothing wrong with that. I know she's not going to be touring. She's made that clear, and I don't blame her, girl. Take a break,
Take a
relax.
break. Oh, we saw the
Yes,
documentary. Like I was tired.
exactly, exactly. I'm exhausted watching it on my couch. But I do think there's a possibility that she could release her debut album, Taylor Swift, Taylor's version.
What?
Because,
What could this
yeah,
be?
I
I
mean,
haven't heard of this or thought of it. What would that be like, you think?
so I have a theory that it'll be released on her birthday, our birthday, December
Oh my
13th,
gosh, yes.
and it'll be her 13th album. And 13 is her lucky number. And Taylor Swift was her first album. So I think it would be such a full circle thing to re release her first album. And it's her 13th album on her birthday. And that's just my delusion
I
speaking,
love
but
it.
I'm really for
I
that.
love it. We will go with you down that rabbit hole of delusion and be entertained the whole way. So, okay, we're going to remember that you said this. We have it documented here on the show. So, if that
Yes.
comes to pass, we'll celebrate with you. Before we
Yes.
move on from Taylor Swift tea, I did see that you covered the story that just broke, at the time of this recording, it was last night,
Mhm.
where Taylor's text messages with Blake Lively were released, and we got a little bit more insight into what the two of them were talking about and how that was sort of going down. As a pop culture reporter, also as a fan and Swiftie, how
Mhm.
are you kind of thinking about that? I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about what those text messages mean.
Yeah, the internet reaction has been
It's
crazy. I
been
mean,
enormous.
I reported my video and I tried to leave my opinions out of it. I'm just
Yes.
like, this is what
Great
happened.
reporting.
Thank
Hmm.
you. But I think this is just a girl and her best friend venting to each other.
Right.
Like, you don't want to see my text with my bestie, like we've called multiple men worse
Clowns and
things,
work, right.
right?
This okay, I that is so funny. I fully agree with you. I said the same thing to my husband, who's also one of my best friends. And I was
Yeah.
like, I really can't judge because if someone would have seen the text I sent you last week when I was talking about this other situation, they might think I'm a little. So I agree with you. I think we sometimes fully speak our minds around the people that we love and we're kind of
Mhm.
venting and it's not something we would say directly to somebody, but yeah, you might have a vent
Yeah.
session and who knows what that was in reaction to. We still don't know exactly what went on set. So maybe Taylor was ready to ride into battle with Blake to help defend her after what she went through.
Right.
So
Exactly. And it's like I don't understand the outrage. Like
right.
if my best friend comes to me and says my boss is being this and that, of course I'm taking my friend's side.
Right. Like, I think there is that important context there. Okay.
Mhm.
So, a lot going on for Taylor Swift this year. It's never a quiet moment for her. Doesn't look like
Mhm.
2026 is going to quiet down much at all. So, okay.
Right.
What else are you seeing for 2026?
I think Kim Kardashian is going to pass the bar exam once and for all.
From your mouth to God's ears, and I'm sure
Right.
she would love to hear you say this as well, because yeah, it sounds like that was a huge hurdle for her last year and something that caused a lot of
Mhm.
grief.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's finally going to happen? She's going to be able to pass it.
Yeah, and I honestly really respect. I have mixed feelings about Kim Kardashian, but I
Me
really
too.
respect how honest and open she's been about her journey. And it goes to show that you can have all the money and resources in the world and you can still fail. That's not to say
Right.
I feel bad for her, like poor little billionaire. I'm not saying that. It's just it humanizes her in a way,
Mhm.
but I know a lot of people were like, oh, you expect me to feel bad for Kim Kardashian? I don't feel bad for her. And I'm like, it's not about feeling bad for her. It's just, again, I think it's relatable. We've all like failed. And then for the
Yes.
people who did pass the bar exam, I'm sure they were feeling good. Like I passed and Kim Kardashian failed. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Exactly.
it
Exactly.
humanizes her. And I love that she's actually like documenting this process for everyone to see. Like, hey, even the richest, most powerful people can fail and it's okay. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to keep going. If I have to fail 50 times before I pass, I'm going to keep doing it. And I respect that.
One of the things I love about you is that you always find like those nuggets of wisdom, those inspirational moments. I remember last year I had you on my podcast and you did that as well in that podcast episode. Like you were talking about your own story and your own journey. And I just love that about you. You always find the good, you find something inspiring in any situation. And I think that's a really great way to look at it. So, all right, Kim Kardashian, we hope you pass the bar. Show people they can overcome whatever obstacle they have. Love it.
Yeah.
I know you're very much on the pulse. You go to a lot of influencer events and for different platforms, and you go to red carpets. So anything that you're noticing shifting there in that entertainment kind of landscape?
Alex Earl is doing a reality show.
Oh my
With
gosh.
Netflix,
Okay.
with her family.
Breaking news. What? I did
I
not know
love that.
I love it too.
I love her. I love her family. I love following them. They're so entertaining. I just think influencers like her continue to show the rest of us like you can really do anything you set your mind to. Like you can be just making videos in your house and end up on Dancing with the Stars and end up on a Netflix reality show. Like anything is possible. And I really feel that even when I go to events and I just feel so inspired. I'm like, oh my goodness. Sometimes I get imposter syndrome, but I'm like, no, like I was invited here. Like I belong here, just like my other creator friends. And I love seeing like fellow influencers and content creators. And it just is a reminder that there's space for all of us anywhere we want to be or like anything we want to do. And it's so inspiring and I love it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love that you said that. And I agree with you 100%. It's like, you know, we all get that imposter syndrome and you do have to remind yourself all the time. It's like, if I'm in this room, it's because I was invited here for a reason. You know, this isn't an accident. So I really like that. And I love Alex Earl because she fostered a dog, adopted a dog, and like raised awareness for animal shelters. So I fell in love with her when she was doing all that. And then just started watching her videos and stuff too. And I love like her carefree spirit. I think that that is really going to resonate with people. Like we were saying, people are really reaching for a little bit of lighthearted fun, I think, in 2026 to try to just, you know, get through everything and keep moving forward. Also, it's the year of the fire horse. So I feel like the inspiration, what you said about how you can just do something and you can end up in a place that you didn't even imagine. So that very much is the spirit of 2026 as well. Like if you want to do something, just try, just get started. You know, don't stop yourself before you see what can unfold for you. So I love it. A little bit of inspo. A little bit of fun. You've given us a lot. I mean, a lot of great things to think about, a lot to get excited about. You are putting out content every single day. So where can we go to watch all of your videos and get the tea spill from you?
Sure. I post videos on basically every platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, even Red Note. You can follow me at Riri's Tea on all platforms.
Fantastic. All right. We will be sipping along with you. If the past year felt like a slow build, 2026 is where things finally start clicking into place. On February 17th, the Chinese New Year officially kicks off the year of the fire horse. She's loud, passionate, and not to be ignored. Fire brings confidence, visibility, and that now is the moment feeling. While the horse brings independence, intuition, and major forward momentum. Together, this is a year where life starts moving faster, decisions feel more important, and when you listen to your gut and take aligned action, things can really take off. If you're loving this energy breakdown and want to go deeper with specific do's and don'ts and learn what this means for your Chinese zodiac sign, listen to the full Year of the Fire Horse episode on my pop culture and astrology podcast, In the Cards and Stars. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or my Brit Madrid YouTube channel. We have LeAura Luciano here, one of my favorite recurring guests. She's a beauty expert, and she hosts an amazing podcast called What's Your Skincare Routine with LeAura Luciano. LeAura, thank you for being here.
Hi, Brit. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to chat with you.
But 2026, there are a lot of projected trends and skincare products and beauty treatments that we all want to know about, and you're always on the cutting edge. So, will you share with us the things that you're most excited about when it comes to skincare and aesthetic treatments for this new year?
I think there's so much going on in the space of aesthetics. When I'm talking about aesthetics, I mean in office treatments. So anything you go to a provider for, whether that is your facials, your injectables, broader dermatological care, or even plastic surgery. I think really it's beyond what happens just in the treatment room, but really extending the life of your in office treatments. You want to have not just the one off service, but you want to be able to maintain that for a little bit longer. In addition to going in office and getting treated, really utilizing at home devices to extend the life of those procedures and treatments. Specifically, red light therapy. So
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard about red light therapy. It helps with recovery, it helps to kind of maintain your glow. And it's also said to extend the life of certain treatments, like especially if you get a facial and if you're acne prone like me and you get extractions, red light benefits include helping to heal your skin a little bit faster. That helps you enjoy the glow from your facial and you're not dealing with the redness and the irritation and all of that from extractions or anything a little bit more invasive than just sort of a gentle facial massage. So there's red light tools that are for the face, for the hair. Scalp care is really important as well. And a lot of people struggle with hair growth and alopecia, and red light therapy is also said to benefit the hair. So there are caps that are also designed with red light so that you can wear them and keep getting treated on a daily basis at home.
Okay, amazing. So, we will be trying and leaning into red light therapy. That's really a great trend we can get on board with. What's another one?
We're talking about longevity and we're talking about overall wellness. Think about your whole body. Things like lymphatic drainage and improving circulation. And that can be done with something that's really trendy, vibration plates. I don't know if you've
Ooh,
seen those on TikTok or
yes.
on social. Yeah. So there are a lot of benefits to them. And there are some studies and research that is ongoing, but basically it is helping with that lymphatic drainage and to improve circulation. So the blood flow, right, from head to toe. And it's the vibrations that stimulate the lymphatic system. So it works hand in hand with your cardiovascular system to move the fluids throughout your body. And the benefits include reduced water fluid retention, muscle recovery, and even better nutrient delivery throughout your body. So we're
Oh my
looking at
gosh.
wellness, but you know, if you look at your skin from head to toe, this is something that is also really important as well.
I love that. So it's actually improving the health of your skin, which is why it's looking good. I definitely want to try that. Get on the vibration plate.
There's really so much.
When I was just in New York and I got to see you, you were talking about some other things that you've noticed, like robotics and things going on. Will you share that with everybody too? Because I was surprised. I
Oh,
haven't seen that around where I live, but that sounds like it might be something coming our way too.
yeah, this is also like in the beauty service space. So robotics, but also AI. There is a service that you can get a manicure via robotics. So it's 10beauty.co and they have a system where you put your hands in this machine and it creates a 3D map of each nail and basically it polishes using regular polish every single nail with really excellent accuracy. Those are rolling out across the US and is potentially the future of nail care. And the other thing I wanted to mention, there is a company called Loom Lash and they do these lashes using robotics and it's pretty incredible. But I wanted to mention this because they are opening 2 locations in Dallas.
So, Leora, now we're going to play a little game before we let you go. We're going to do a this or that with some projected 2026 makeup trends. And I'm going to warn you, these are a little bit, a little bit more adventurous. So, let's put ourselves into that mindset. Which would we rather do? Okay. We have to pick one. The first one is either the 90s grunge gray lips with like a grayish cast, or the early 2000s concealer lips.
I'm going concealer lips.
I have to agree. That was
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you someone with warm undertones or cool undertones?
I'm more of a neutral, so I'm like right
Neutral,
in
okay.
between. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you could technically go either way, right? You could do the gray. Have you ever tried a gray
Yeah.
lip?
I've tried cooler tones, not quite gray. I've experimented more with blue. But that's usually more like for something that's like a theme party or
Right.
something really specific to a costume, but not necessarily in like everyday real life makeup.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I would have to say the same thing, and I would need it to be a warm toned concealer of some kind because have warm undertones. I'm terrified of what I would look like with gray lips. So it would not be pretty. Okay, so our next one, number 2, would you rather rock a 90s skinny brow, which we were seeing in 2025 as well? I feel like so many models, so many influencers were doing that, very Pam Anderson, or the more high fashion bleached brow?
Oh, bleached brow all the way.
Really? Ooh, why?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. I think I've done the skinny brows before, overly plucking and chopping away at my brows. And, I just don't think I could do that again. So just by default, bleaching, like, hair, like it does grow back, like, especially color wise. So I'm not as worried about that, even though I am a natural blonde.
Yes,
So.
she is. Never touched bleach in her life. I can relate. Okay, well, I admire your bravery. Um, I would have to go with the 90s skinny brow myself just because I feel like, yeah, back in high school before I really knew how to pluck my eyebrows, they were a little too thin. And, it wasn't great, but I survived. I fear the bleached brow. It's supposed to open up the face, which I think looks great on some people, but I don't think it would look great on me. So I would probably stick with the 90s look and just do my best to, really rock that and own it. Okay, and our third and final trend. Now, this is more of a full face thing. Would you rather rock some white eyeshadow? This look is called modern goth. So it's like people wearing white eyeshadow or even like gray eyeshadow, but very matte and cool toned, and really just kind of having that look throughout the entire, through the eyes, lips, face, cheeks. Or would you rather go the complete opposite direction, kind of inspired by Zara Larsson, who's just, taking the music world by storm again? This is like a fun makeup trend. So this is like very colorful, lots of bright shadows on the eyes, sparkles, rhinestones, stencils, like on the cheeks. Which way would you rather go?
Absolutely. It's a never-ending midnight sun for me.
Yes, agreed.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that she's like really, having her moment.
Colors.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
Same colors. Yeah, I would love like a green or a blue, a teal on the eyes. Yeah, I'm all for it. Rhinestones, let's do it. So agreed.
Sparkles, glitter.
Hmm.
Yeah, purple,
Yeah.
pink, all of it.
Okay, well, we know who we are. So we're definitely going to be leaning into those trends. Well, LeAura, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all of your tips. Please tell everybody where they can listen to your podcast and learn even more throughout the new year.
Thank you so much for having me, Brit. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Instagram at LeAura, and on my podcast, What's Your Skincare Routine with LeAura Luciano, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also YouTube as well.
And before we go, I want to take a moment to spotlight some incredible people in our community who are showing up for animals when they need it the most. Rough Road Revival and Cody's Friends Rescue are two 501c3 rescue organizations who consistently step in to pull dogs from shelter euthanasia lists and off the streets to give them the care they deserve. If you're looking to foster or adopt through a rescue, or want to make a donation where you know your support is going directly to the animals, these are two incredible organizations to connect with. I also want to highlight two volunteers who run their own life-saving Instagram accounts, Dallas Shelter Dogs and Dallas Doggy Daycations. These individuals work tirelessly to make sure dogs don't go unseen, sharing photos and videos every single day so these animals have a chance to find loving homes. And that visibility really matters. You can use the QR code on screen to send treats to Dallas shelter dogs, helping cover the out-of-pocket cost of her daily rounds at the shelters, where she spends her time handing out treats, giving affection, taking photos, capturing videos, and advocating nonstop for these dogs. She's truly a local hero, so go give her some support. And here's the truth. If you're not in a position to do any heavy lifting right now, the no-cost but still super effective way that you can help is by using your social media. Following these accounts and reposting dogs in need can connect them to their forever families. I actually found my soul dog, Sunny, because a friend shared an urgent post by Dallas Shelter Dogs. One share changed his whole world and mine. 2 shelters in the DFW area where I see dogs are consistently in urgent need of community support are Dallas Animal Services and Greenville Animal Services. At Dallas Animal Services, the number of animals coming in each day exceeds the number of kennels available to adequately house them. As a result, dogs are placed on a daily euthanasia list, not because of who they are or anything they've done, but because there simply isn't enough space for them. If you've ever thought about fostering or adopting, I recommend going through one of the rescues I mentioned. Until the system improves, fosters and adopters are the reason that dogs make it out alive. The same is true for Greenville Animal Services, where in addition to limited space, there are limited resources, like no on-site veterinarian or a play yard, meaning that dogs need to get out of there as quickly as possible to be able to thrive. You can use the QR codes on your screen to browse available dogs at both shelters. If you've been looking for a way to be part of something good this year, this is a great place to start. Do what you can where you are. Follow us at Be Zen TV and check out the Shelter Dogs highlight on our Instagram for more ways to get involved. I'll see you right back here March 5th on WFAA. And in the meantime, you can watch full episodes of Be Zen with Brit over on Spotify or my Brit Madrid YouTube channel. Until then, be Zen, stay hopeful, and be part of positive change in your community.